Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Question for you today. So, I put an ad out and I have 4 to 5 leads a day. Is this good? This is the question today that I have answered to someone. Okay, so if you have ever done ads online, what would you ask this person? What would you reply to that question? If you said yes, I'd like to know why you came to this conclusion, okay? For starters, you can't answer this question without having more info, all right? And this is what I'm going to be talking about today, is because you are not that person. The only person that can answer that question is that person who's put that ad out there. So today we're talking about this one question. I put an ad out and I have 4 to 5 leads a day. Is this good? Yeah, that's the question today. Let me know below if you know why this person who's put this ad out there is the only person that can answer their own question, you know, this own question that they've put out there. If you don't know, then stick around because I'm going to go through this so that you have the answers, all right? So if you don't know me already, my name is Adele Booth and I help businesses using social media to get new customers, to attract customers to them so that they can build their thriving business online and have the lifestyles that they choose to do. More time freedom, financial security, whatever that is. So let's go back to that question. If you put an ad out there and you get 4 to 5 leads a day, is this good? What about my scenario? Yeah, when I first got started, I think it was about 2.5 years ago, I was so enthusiastic and I was going out there and doing Google ads, I was doing Bing ads, I was doing Facebook ads, yeah. I was working for a different company. Now, if I ask this question to you, that literally is 612 leads in 5 weeks good? And I put that question out there just the same as this question about 4 to 5 leads a day and is this good? The first thing that it would tell me is that person doesn't know how to answer their own question. So they haven't done the training in the first place to understand what they need to look at to give them indication of whether that is a good ad or not. So they are basically searching for the answers when in fact they haven't actually done the groundwork of actually putting that ad out there so that they can then evaluate it. All right, they haven't learned the skills they need to evaluate for themselves if that ad is good or not. Okay, so there's no point in putting an ad out there until you have a firm understanding of what you're looking for when the ad comes back and you've got 4 to 5 leads, okay? So like me, when I had 612 leads in 5 weeks, I didn't understand. I thought, my God, this is fantastic. Yes, I'm going to make loads of money. But actually, it wasted my time of money because they weren't quality leads for me. They weren't my target audience, okay? So if you want further training on you know, basically what I have done as to get that information, then press, yeah, you know, just let me know in the box. Yes, put yes, I'd like this further training because now I'm teaching it, yeah. And back then I didn't have a clue. I had to go out and find the teaching, and find out the answers for myself. So number 1 is here. So what I would say is how I help this person. I actually put it back to them and said, you need to be looking at your metrics, you know, and each ad provides metrics, data. And that data will give you information about what part of the ad is working and what's not working, whether it's cost effective or not. You know, you need to be looking at whether this is the first ad out there. And if this person doesn't know the meaning of these metrics, the data behind the ad, then this is where you need to learn. These are the skills that you need to learn right now. And from that, I had to reverse engineer too. Does this person actually know their target market? Have they used this on an ad before? Otherwise, it will go to everyone and anyone, and not specifically that person who wants what they have. So it's looking at that, which elements along the way of actually placing that ad, to putting it out there and then getting the information back, the metrics back, to enable you to evaluate yourself whether this is good or not. So there's a lot more involved with setting up an ad out there. Often when we just put an ad out there, people are freebie seekers and they won't do anything with it, and they won't convert to sales. And that's the important bit, okay? How are you going to convert those leads, those new customers that have taken a freebie? Because a lead is basically someone that gets something for free off of you. You've offered something out there like a boot camp, and they've clicked on that, they've given you their email, they've received that freebie information. Now, how are you going to communicate to them to enable you to convert them to a sale? Okay, so what systems do you have in place to enable you to do that? So how you've captured that email, how now are you going to follow up on that email to make a relationship up with that person, so that you can build that know, like and trust factor, so that they will become your ideal customer and come back for more and then buy from you. Okay, what systems have you got in place there? So a lead is a new customer, yeah, who hasn't bought anything. Okay, and then you need to start nurturing that person, giving them valuable emails. Do you have the skills in terms of your market, your marketing, that your message to them through those emails? And that, if that's a skill gap, then you need to learn that too. Okay, so this is the kind of your part of the marketing strategy of when you're actually getting ads out there. And it takes a while to build these skills up, okay? So if you haven't got these skills and you're putting ads out there, then I suggest you just put on the brakes and get the training. I've got the training here. If you want the training, just put yes in the box below and I'll get you on that training straight away. There's no point in going on and on and on and on and wasting your time and money. I've been there, I've done that. I've got loads of leads and not converted into sales because I didn't have the right skill sets and technology and understanding of what all that data meant to get myself out there on the Google, Bing and Facebook I was using, and also YouTube. I did a bit on that as well, but I didn't have a clue. I just wasted my own energy. Okay, so put a yes in the box below if you want that training. I'll get that training off to you. That this is the solution. Really, is getting guidance and mentorship. All right, the training that shows you these steps so that you've got your foundation skills in place, and then as you come out of that ad that you've first put out there, or the couple of ads, you need to be evaluating that yourself or with somebody that can do that alongside you, and that's what I do. Okay, so you don't then have to waste that time and money, because you're investing a smaller amount in the first place to get a larger amount in the end results when you're rocking and rolling. You actually understand what that means. You won't be putting that question out there, oh, I've got 4 or 5 leads a day, is this good? You will not be putting that question out to someone, because you will know the answers yourself. So you won't be coming to those groups like, I can answer those questions. Those aren't the ideal people for me to come on board with my training, because I've got the training for them and enable them to actually learn those skills, and that's what I do. So if you answered yes to the initial question, then put a yes below and I'll get that training to you, so that you can ensure that you've got all these skills and understand when you're putting an ad out there, and have someone walk alongside you to say what all those bits and pieces mean and whether it's good or not, so that you can then in the long term have a booming business, and you can start putting your ads out there without any help at all. All right, I hope that's helpful. Let me know if it is, and I shall see you a bit later. I'll be doing another live at 10:30 p.m. UK or 2:30 Pacific. Bye for now.